here at YCS Portland, man. With
look at that!
With Jerry Hahn.
What's up?
Another YCS top.
No, yeah, second one. Yeah.
What you use today, man?
I played Danger Orcust. What is it? Guardragon.
Sounds spicy.
Yeah, I was messing around. I saw on the Duelist. I don't know what to play for the event, but for the Duelist, I saw like they were making Cyberstein into Exterion, but felt like that was win more button kind of thing. You paid 5,000 life points to get to an Exterion. If like they had an Ogre or anything to out it, it would be very subpar, and like they can still maybe break your board. I get like you have a big board, but your resources are all exhausted. You have no hand, and I just took that idea and I was like, hey,
you can talk.
Yeah, just wanted to put hand traps in, put some twin twisters in, just so I could play going second, because a lot of people are playing striker, a lot of people are playing solid. I just wanted to be able to play going second. That was my biggest thing for this deck in particular, so we can get into it. So yeah, so I'm playing a nib deck. I'm playing Draconets, and instead of Overraptor, I'm using Mathematician. It just serves the same purpose as this. This dumps Carbageddon into Galaxy Serpent, and this just summons off a Galaxy Serpent. This card alone is a full board. Dingrisu, Galatea, Counter Trap, Bounce. I choose to play Hot Red. And if you played the Cyberstein engine, you had an Exterion on top. I mean, pretty much it's a win, like you win, but like there are times when you get your Exterion outed and they can still break your board. I played the Danger engine. It's a 2 standard. Everything's 2/2/2. These are the best ones. If you hard open Galaxy Serpent, it's not technically a brick if you open one of these, because you could just sink into Ib and just combo off again. So just any level 3 with this Galaxy Serpent, you can combo. That happened a lot at YCS today. So the standard Orcust engine, 2/1. If they stop this engine, you can go into this, vice versa. You usually do this first anyways. I played 3 solids today, and a lot of times they would just stop this, and I would just go into Orcust with the Crescendo Dingrisu, and it wasn't like a hand trap in hand, and they couldn't do anything. That was really good. The hand traps I played were just these. 2 of these, and then 2 impermanents. I just like diversity. Some people were cutting impermanents and playing 3 of this. Card's nuts too. This card was okay today, and impermanence was crazy just because like it plays around Call by the Grave, and you're able to like just negate things pretty much without being answered to, besides like midfield breaker, or like if they side red reboot going first. I started the extenders I play are 1 of each. I don't have a lot of light targets. I have Corbane and I have Galaxy Serpent, but these are still, like, in my opinion, needed. I comboed off. I tried to combo off, and I got Valor Impermanence, and I had one of these in my hand, and I like somehow had a Dark. I don't remember what card it was, but I was able to summon this, and then still do Orcust combo, and it was like too much for him to handle. So these were really nice. The 1-ofs are just pretty much Brotar, Corbane, my bricks, all my bricks. You need well, yeah, we'll just go with all this. So I play a lot of 1-ofs, and I'm notorious to draw 1-ofs of everything. You need to play these to run the engine here. As I said, if you draw this and draw one of these, it's combo and it's okay. You don't, you can still go off. If you draw this, it's rough. If you draw this, it's okay. If you can just go into an Orcust combo, and you can still technically go into Guardragons as well. Just a different sequence of the combo. These are your targets for Brotar. I decided to play this over the Cyberstein just because like you could do full combo, rip a card out of your hand, and Saryuja for 4. And by the time you get to Saryuja and they don't stop you, you pretty much like have combo. So you would just be greedy and draw your 4 cards. And like the 4 cards can get you into this, impermanence, Call by the Grave, everything. Like you'll be setting like set 4 with full board, and they're not winning at that point. It's the same idea as Exterion without paying 5,000 life points. So that's the idea that I put with this deck. This was good going second. This was good off of Egg. And pretty much everything is needed on this one. So this is the monster lineup. Pretty, I mean, it's not standard. This is just my, again, my choice of stuff. A lot of people disagreed with the hand traps. I just didn't want to outright lose going second and just like not be able to play. I feel like a lot of these decks are handicapped like Salad and Striker, and if you like stop one of their plays, they make a very subpar board and you could just break it because you have combo. These are the spells. So Signet Mining, 3-ofs, God card. I mean, it gets you the Draconet. It starts your combo plays. It baits Ash if you have Draconet in your hand. It's great. Your combo deck, you play 3. You need to play 3. I opted to main 2 Twin Twisters because, again, I'm not trying to play through back row. Like, I played Ultrageist and a lot of Sky Strikers today, 3 Sky Strikers, and I blew them out with this card. And like opening this and like Nightmare and then Draconet with set 2 Shizuku, it's game. So I could play through a hand trap pretty easily, and it's always nice to just cheat your wins kind of playing this card. Your one-ofs are my extenders. Essentially, this is for the IB. This is an extender. This is just a generic nice extender. If I drew this and Called by the Rave, you were dying that turn. Well, this and Draconet, you were dying that turn. Because if this stops all the impermanence, all the Veiler BS, Ogre BS, and they just stop the Ash. So you were just comboing off, and they would have to draw like, well, even then, even if they drew 3 hand traps, everything targets. So you're free to play this. This was the Search Corbane. It also was, it came up once where I was able to lock a back row, and that was nice, but I never really depended on this card. Other decks were playing Terraforming to get to this card, and I just felt like, if I see this, besides Terraforming, I mean, I win. I baited a lot of cards with this today, like Roar, not Roar, Rage. Rage would just pop things. They would have to out this before they let me combo, just because like Rage is dead. It would just hit this and that's it. This is all the spells I play. And then the traps are just standard. I mean, you play Orcust deck, and then I chose to play these 2. I like hand trap diversity. Again, this plays around Call by the Grave, and a lot of times where like people stop me was because they just impermanence me, and I had a Call by the Grave in my hand. I would be like, oof, that would be it. Yeah, it's a 45 count deck. It's relatively consistent. I played what, 10 rounds today. I bricked my top 32, unfortunately. I wish I could play, but and I bricked against a solid player round 6. Besides that, I was either breaking their board, twin twistering their board, summoning Draconet, doing stuff, and like just keep playing. So I just felt like when I first like changed the deck from the Cyberstein list, like I felt like it was very weak because I was playing Rockets too, and they felt the same weakness, kind of like you didn't break boards, but like you made a crazy board going first. And I just try to make it so that like you can break things or you can play around things, and you can just summon Draconet and just combo off. Because like once you summon Draconet and it resolves and they don't have anything to stop it, that's game. Or like they're so far behind, it's crazy. So but yeah, and this is the extra deck. Skull Dread, Heretic Seal, all this standard like Guardragon stuff. You need to play these for the engine. It gets you to, this is the generic link when you link all these out, and this obviously this is like, for my combo, it ends on this with a hot red, and then you can do your Nightmare plays, and it ends on that board I was talking about earlier. This is your Nightmare engine. It just gets you to Nightmare Orcust if you don't foolish it or if you don't have it in hand to discard. The brokenness of like this, the danger engine for this deck is like, if you had Nessie and you discard off of this, it's just infinite pluses. Like you just get the Chuzunoko back, or you get a Jack back, and like if you combo out, you can have an extra monster there, and you can Saryuja for 4 to like to draw 4 and just draw into your like hand traps, your Call by the Graves, as I said before, and that's just game when you draw those on top of all the boards that you have to deal with. Boros Sword for kill shot, IB, Synchro. This is, you play a IB deck. This card's crazy. This is standard for aggro play. And again, I chose this over Crystal Wing because I wasn't playing the Cyberstein. A lot of people play Crystal Wing to play around Super Poly. And because Exterior is there, like you have like different types, so it didn't matter about Super Poly. I just disrespected Super Poly. Like, I mean, you better have it. Like, if you didn't have it, it was just bored. Like, you lost. So, but that's like a poor mentality to think. But it got me there today, and I just needed this over like Crystal Wing, just because like I had one hard negate, and if they like double evenly me or like they just baited that negate out, they could just evenly match me, and I just died. So that's why he was needed. Your Orcust package. So the difference, the difference between the I refer to the Exterior deck because that's where the idea came from, and like the changes I made was essentially just taking Exterior out, putting a ding in, just so like grind games happen a lot where like they would out your board, or like you would just go second and you would open like okay, and the second ding came up so many times today where like I'm able to just push through their board, send cards. People weren't expecting, oh, you play a second ding, and they weren't playing around it, so like they would like impermanence or Veiler my Galatea, thinking that I had Babel, which I don't play Babel, and burn their trap card. I'm like, okay, and then I just summon another ding and send a card that is a problematic, which Veiler or impermanence could have stopped, but they read that I only play one ding because this deck, like popularity wise, only plays a ding. So they were like, man, I didn't read a second ding, and that was game shot a lot of times because I would hit them for like 8,000 on board because 2 dings is 52, and I would just summon like something relevant and just kill them. Like, so that was a deck. This was crazy. Ding is such an unfair card. Like when you have Ding with 2 materials on board, they can't MST your back row. They can't like just ding, Panker tops your stuff. It's just protected. It's really nice to have it. So this is the extra deck. Let's put this up real quick. And this is my side. It needs to be worked on. So I opted to play this. I think no material sort of sucks. It never really came up because I didn't play a lot of combo decks. I mean, the idea is cool because like if they summon Ib and you hit them with a gnome, they can't play their turn, they pass because it's locked in the extra deck zone and like they usually can't go around it. So that was the idea. I was thinking like a lot of people were playing Thunder or combo deck or Orcust, whatever, so I wanted to at least have a more winning fighting chance going second. Mind controls is crazy. I mean, that was off the hype of the Worlds, but yeah, it's still crazy. Like, you take their Shizuku, you take their, it baits their Roar, it's a 1-for-1. Especially, like, Shizuku, or you take their Kaina, and, like, they can't reoccur Ray. That's, like, game. Because, like, Ray is the most annoying, like, Striker needs to not be a deck anymore, in my opinion, because, like, we were able to play, like, Zoo for, like, 8 months, and after that, Konami was like, no. But, like, Striker's been here for, like, over a year and a half or something like that, some ridiculous number, and it's so annoying. But anyways, this was a great card to out Striker. Their Ray doesn't reoccur, you link with their free material, and like you just out their board. You just like make a Phoenix, pop a card, Orcust combo, just go off. Like, I love this card. Red Reboot for any back row decks. If you can Red Reboot them and they don't have a stop, you usually OTK them. This is also good for going first because of another card in my deck. Just so that it stops impermanence. Like, you just eat crap to impermanence and it really sucks. Too evenly matched, just sort of easy cheese, because like a lot of people that I was testing with saying that like Draco might be a thing, so I just didn't want to be under prepared for it. And like if they don't open Judgment, this is the answer to their board, and this is the answer to Striker too, because a lot of times a lot of Strikers aren't playing the trap version. Some are, but some aren't, and like they're playing the hand trap version because they're afraid of combo, and this kills them. So I always say this going against second, against Striker and like Draco. One twin for more back row removal hate. And then the Spice that I played, I saw this got bought out earlier today, Exchange.
We're back to this?
Yeah, so Exchange was nuts because people were playing this. And I would just summon Draconet, summon Galaxy Serpent from my hand, get all the cards in my hand out that were like irrelevant, and then just exchange them. I exchanged 2 people of their gnomes today that I would have lost, but I exchanged them and I won. And I comboed them and they died. But the idea with this, with these 2 cards in, I would side all my hand traps out going first. 2 Ashes, 2 Imperm, 2 Ghost Ogre, Phantasme, and just put these 6 in and put like this in. And then just be like, okay, this stops impermanence because I hate impermanence. And this stopped literally anything else. So I know Nibiru was coming out, and like, if people still want to play combo decks, this and like Drag Downs were like the answer to that. Like, you know, Konami's hating on combo decks, so like they're just printing a bunch of stuff that we just eat crap to it. So this came up to like a lot, and like every time I felt like I drew Draconet and this, they would never almost ash the Draconet. Well, they would like a lot. It's like a 50-50 shot, but like you would want to draw like Signet Mining and this, so you can set the Signet Mining, exchange them, pitch the card and pitch their card that you exchange to disrespect them. Just kidding, but and then search Draconet and just be like, oh, I read your whole hand, so I'm literally gonna negate whatever you try to do, so that I'm going to win regardless. So when I exchange somebody, they pretty much lose because like I played enough against like meta decks to know the sequence of what they want to play. And like, if you see their entire hand, you just see their entire strategy. There's no mystery behind it. So like, you'll know what to negate, you'll know what to take, you'll know what to like banish, whatever you want to do. And this card was nice. So this card was really nice. So yeah, I mean, my tournament experience was really good. I mean, I played a lot of different variety of decks. I played 3 Salads, 3 Salads, 2 Strikers, 1 Cyber Dragon. Shout out to Sam. We tied and I pulled an OT Dragoons. Sort of salty about that. He was bounty and I got one of those, so that was nice. He was my only tie in, I got 2 ties in Swiss with a Striker player and him, and then I pretty much beat like, what, 3 Striker, no, 3 Salad, no, I beat 2 Salad, I lost to 1. I won against 2 Striker, I beat the Mirror game 1, and no, sorry, that was 4 Salads. So there's a bunch of Salad players. It was like, I played pretty much like control decks, and like, I just thought people were gonna play combo because like UDS, a bunch of people played combo, like Orcust combo, Orcust anything. Like there was barely any like control decks in the top cut. So I was just writing off that way of assuming that this event was gonna have a lot of combo decks, but it was just a lot of control decks. And like this deck was built to like just push through those things and just try to OTK them or reestablish a board so that they can't play next turn. So that was the whole idea of it. That's pretty much it.
Nice. Hey, shout outs, man.
Shout outs to everyone in SA, Eric, Avery, Deuce, Mark St. Romain, Jose, Blake, Hector, Henry, Quest, Ivy, Quentin. Pretty much, there's more, but I'm gonna not say anymore. Shout outs to my wife, I love you. You're the best. Shout outs to Team Daily Grind. So I'm sponsoring a team. We didn't do so hot this event, but I mean I topped, so it didn't matter. I'm the sponsor. We have a Facebook group, we have an Instagram. We sell a bunch of nice high-end cards, low-end cards, whatever you need. We have a TCG Player store. So if you need stuff for cheap, you can message me directly. I can give you a nice discount, etc. So I just try to give back to the community. That's why I started doing like sponsorships for people. I'm just trying to grow my brand too, to like get my name out there and get like our players out there. So if you guys can support us, go on our TCG Player, like our Instagram, or follow our Instagram, like our Facebook page. I'm just gonna keep pushing this team out for this season, and hopefully we get more tops as more comes up. So I appreciate it. Thank you.